This is going to be a band pullover position. This is something that's really easy to do on the ground. So I have a long TheraBand. Works really well to attach it to the bottom of your couch. So I'm going to attach this to the bottom of the table by just wrapping it around this bottom leg like you would the leg of a couch. Okay. And I'm going to lie down on my back with my knees bent. And I'm going to try and get somewhat even length of this band, right? And wrap it around my hands, okay? Now here, I want to first think about my back kind of lightly flattening into the floor, nothing excessive, right? And I want to make sure as this band goes overhead that my back doesn't start to pop up off the ground, right? So I think light pressure on my back into the ground, and I keep that pressure as I take my arms slowly overhead. And the further up I go, if you look at my rib cage, the more likely my ribs are to flare forward. I want to keep those ribs down and go as far as I can without my lower back coming off the ground, and slowly back out of that position. You'll notice I try and stay in somewhat of a wide position, and I just have to watch with my feet. So if I go a little too wide and I'm hitting against my thighs, I may switch this around and maybe take my feet over top of the band. So now I'm a little bit wider, and now that band's not going to hit me in the front of the hips or the thighs. But the big key for me here is that as I go through this motion, I'm really trying to make sure the further I go overhead, I don't start to let my back flare up off the ground. Some people may be a little bit more arched in their neck, and they may need a small pillow or cushion so that they don't feel like their chin is drifting so far away from their throat. So I want to try and maintain as much as I can a slight chin down position if I'm able to. Sometimes that'll require a small tower pillow for that to happen, right? So I start off straight arms, thumbs up, in a slight Y or V position, back flattens into the ground as I slowly take my arms up overhead as far as comfortable, and then back down slowly, just to about shoulder height, so I maintain some tension. This is something I can also do standing with my back against the wall, where I would have maybe a weight or a dumbbell on the ground to hold this down, and I would do this in a wall sit position. And since I have a wall right here, I'll show you. So similar concept, right? I have the right spatial requirements with this table, but typically a weight on the floor, so this band is held down against the floor, and it's the same concept here. A little bit of knee bend. I think about flattening my lower back into the ground. I do the same thumbs up position. But for me, this band is a little bit too short, or this table's a little too far away, so I'm not going to be able to take my hands to the wall with this. So I'm just going to let go. But it's the same idea here, trying to come up into that overhead motion with my back not coming up off the wall or my ribs flaring forward.